your college times and all, right? There must be any particular uh, subject related to the database management. If not, just remember these 2-3 words: Oracle, uh, SQL Server, which is part of Microsoft. So there were various different databases which was used by SAP till 2011, because till 2011 SAP don't had their own database. In 2011, SAP came up with their own database. SAP came up with their own database. What is that own database? Any idea? Which database is SAP's own database?
HANA.
Exactly, HANA. So if you are using SAP ECC, if your customer is using SAP ECC, either they are using HANA or they are using Oracle, SQL Server, DB2. There is a big list. DB2, Sybase. There are many different databases which are available in the market, and SAP was not developing their own database. SAP was only developing applications, and for databases, SAP was using third-party databases. Why SAP came up with HANA? Why SAP came up with their own database? Because in ECC, one of the major first problem we already understood, that it was required to sit in front of computer and laptop to do the transaction. Every customer was complaining that why are we not able to do the transactions from your mobile device? Why the screens are so complicated? Why are we not getting the simpler screens? Why are we not able to access the transactions from the web browser rather than connecting through the SAP logon? So that was the first challenge. Second challenge obviously was there were many new functionalities which the customers were expecting. Customers were not happy with the group reporting which was available in ECC. Customers were not happy with the advanced ATP functionality available. Customers were not happy with the MRP functionality which was available in ECC. So second problem that the customers were facing was the functionality related. So that is provided using the application. The third challenge that customers were facing in SAP ECC was slowness. So although they were able to do the transactions in ECC, but you think about this, whenever a customer is using SAP, there can be 1,000, 10,000 users who are working parallelly on the same system. Okay, yesterday I gave you the example. When you book the railway ticket, systems becomes too slow. Why? Normally during the in India at least, I'm giving the example, between 10 to 10:30, which is a Tatkal booking timing. So even we are not able to connect to the system, forget about booking the ticket. The website itself doesn't get loaded. What is the reason? The reason is there are many users, thousands, maybe billions of users who are trying to access the same database at the same time. Many times even we have heard the database has been corrupted and for 3-4 hours the website will be under maintenance. Why this thing happens? Because the load to the database, if it increases, definitely the system will become slow, or even you will not be able to do anything. So these were the challenges in the traditional ECC system because SAP was using third-party databases. So the system was becoming slow. Many times the users were not able to generate the report that they want. It was taking hours to generate those reports. So that was again one of the common complaints from the customers, that we are not able to generate our reports on time. It is taking hours to execute the reports. So what SAP has done is, instead of again going to the third-party databases, SAP said, let's make the use of the latest technology available in the market. And they developed their own database called as SAP HANA. Okay, in the next session, we will understand HANA in detail. We will understand why HANA is faster. What technologies are used by SAP to make HANA a faster database. Okay, but as of today, just understand that SAP was totally dependent on the third-party databases, and that is the reason the customers were complaining about the speed. Okay, but now in SAP S4HANA, can I use old database? Can I use Oracle, SQL Server, DB2 in SAP S4HANA? The answer is straightforward no. SAP S4HANA can only work on HANA DB. You cannot use any other database with SAP S4HANA. Okay, and what is the benefit? HANA provides speed. It can perform transactions and reports faster compared to previous databases. Okay, why? That is the question that we will try to understand in the next session. Why HANA is faster? What SAP has done in HANA so that the system became faster? So those are some of the points that we will discuss in the next session in detail. But as of now, just understand these are the three main areas. If someone is asking you, you should be very clear with this table that we created. If anyone is asking you, why should I go for SAP S4HANA? Why not SAP ECC? So your answer would be number one, in SAP ECC, you cannot do the transactions using the mobile device. You cannot do the transactions using the web browser, and your screens are very complicated. In S4HANA, SAP came up with SAP Fiori. Using SAP Fiori, you can access your transactions from mobile tabs. Using SAP Fiori, SAP has provided the browser-based option. You can go to Google Chrome, you can go to Internet Explorer and start connecting SAP. On top of that, the screens that are provided on SAP Fiori are simple to use. Right? They are simple to use. Even for the end user, even for the new user, it is very easy to understand rather than hundreds of fields. There are only few fields which are very important. Only those fields you need to maintain. Right? When it comes to the application, from the functionality point of view, SAP provides a lot of advanced features, lot of advanced functionalities in FICO, lot of advanced functionalities in MM, lot of advanced functionalities in SD and other modules in SAP, functional modules. And from the database point of view, ECC was totally dependent on third-party databases till 2011. Only after 2011, SAP ECC customers had a choice that they can go for SAP HANA database. Okay, but in SAP S4HANA, the only option for the database is HANA. We cannot use Oracle, SQL Server, DB2 with SAP S4HANA. So name itself, see the name itself. Why it is called as SAP S4HANA? It is called as SAP S4HANA because it is using HANA database in the background. The name itself is S4, there is no question of using any third-party database. Only HANA is a database for HANA. So these are noted with SAP. These are differences. I think we were already discussing the differences here. So maybe I'll remove this slide we have covered here. Differences between SAP ECC and S4HANA. So before we close today, just a quick understanding, very straightforward, the questions that can be asked to you and what is the answer. Number one is just a minute. Yeah. Number one, we introduce HANA today. So question number one, can I use SAP S4HANA with third-party DB? What is your answer? Can I use third database with SAP S4HANA?
No.
No.
Answer is straightforward no. SAP S4HANA works only on HANA database. Okay. Question number two. Can I use SAP HANA database on SAP ECC? What do you think the answer is?
Yes, it can be.
Is this? It is possible, right? Use HANA on SAP ECC. So yes, starting from 2000, not even 2011, maybe 2011, SAP came up with SAP HANA, but it was allowed to be used with ECC only in 2013. So starting from 2013, ECC customers can use SAP HANA database. And if they are using SAP ECC on SAP HANA database, what is the product name? It is called as SAP Business Suite on. Very important. This on. In case of S4HANA, it was for SAP Business Suite for SAP HANA. This is SAP Business Suite on SAP HANA. Another name for the same SAP ECC system on HANA database is SAP Business Suite powered by SAP HANA. This is also, see, this needs to be very clear in your mind. When you see this, it should be very clear in your mind whether this is ECC system or S4HANA system. So these two are nothing but SAP ECC using HANA DB. This is a product name. Same way, this is also same. SAP ECC using SAP HANA DB. Okay, but when it comes to SAP S4HANA, obviously using HANA DB, then what is the full form? SAP S4HANA using HANA DB. Yesterday we discussed this. SAP Business Suite
For
for. This 4 stands for, right? SAP Business Suite for. This for is very important. For SAP HANA. So this terminology is very clear in your mind. There is a lot of confusion in the market. People are using whatever they feel. Okay, many people are not aware that what is the difference between on HANA and for HANA. But you should be very clear whenever you are looking at the opportunities also, whenever you are searching for the jobs, make sure that if you want to work on S4HANA, obviously, I'm not saying that you should be very selective. If you are getting a chance to work on ECC, don't be selective, accept the job. But still, if you have in mind that I want to work on S4HANA, be clear with these terminologies. SAP Business Suite on HANA or SAP Business Suite powered by SAP HANA is not S4HANA. It is SAP ECC system running on HANA database. SAP S4HANA is SAP Business Suite for SAP HANA. Okay, you need to be very clear with this terminologies. Now, what exactly is the full form of HANA? Okay, what does HANA stands for? Yesterday, I think someone has answered that. HANA stands for highly analytical appliances. Highly, highly, A-N, high performance. You can say high performance also. High performance analytical appliances. Okay, HANA stands for high performance analytical appliances. Why high performance? Because it is providing you speed. Performance is faster compared to the old databases. Why? As I told you, that is the next topic that we are going to discuss. Why HANA is faster? Why it is providing you high performance? What SAP has provided in HANA, which was not there in the other databases. Okay, that is something which we will discuss in our next session.